The RadMini from Rad Power Bikes is an electric bicycle that lives in two worlds. It's got one wheel planted on the street, while the other wheel tears up the turf. And it's that versatility that makes it such a key e-bike at fulfilling the many needs of new riders.
Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the RadMini from Rad Power Bikes. It gives you all of the features and performance you'd expect out of a fat tire bike from Rad, but it's also a folder, making it ultra portable. Let's check it out.
Alright, so before I tell you how awesome this e-bike is and how much fun I had testing it, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the specs so you know what you're getting into. As a Rad Power bike, we're looking at the usual suspects. Power comes from a 750 watt hub motor in the rear wheel, which powers the bike up to a top speed of 20 miles per hour, or a bit faster if you bust out your cheat codes. For battery, we're looking at a standard 48 volt and 14 amp hour battery that gives 672 watt hours of capacity. Rad tells you that you'll get between 25 to 45 miles of range, which pretty much checks out depending on if you're riding using the throttle to make things easy, or keeping yourself honest with the 5 different levels of pedal assist. I did a lot of both, and as you'd expect, you only get closer to the top end of that range when you're using pedal assist. Even when rocking throttle only though, and riding around like you're on your own little electric motorcycle, the range is still quite decent. And on the component side of things, again, Rad is true to form here. We've got our 7-speed Shimano Altus, nothing fancy but it gets the job done. Same thing for the Tektro disc brakes on 160mm rotors, though I really do like that lever-mounted bell because it's super handy in the city. We've got built-in LED lights, we've got an LCD display, we've got fenders, we've basically got all your standard parts that we know and love from Rad. Nothing blows me out of the water in terms of quality, but nothing sends me running for the hills either. It's all quite good, even if it's not top-shelf stuff. But enough talking about parts and specs. You guys can read that stuff on the website, you don't need me to talk at you about it. Instead, let's focus on the experience. What is this e-bike and why do I recommend it to so many people? Well, like I said at the beginning of this video, the RadMini is just so incredibly versatile that it makes for an amazing value proposition. In the city, you've got those wide tires and the suspension to soak up everything from curbs to potholes and random road debris. You've got a folding frame that lets you fit a complete fat tire electric bike in your trunk and take it to your favorite riding spots. And you've got enough power and range to do just about anything you can think of in a city. But then when you get out of the city and you hit the grass or the trails, the bike really comes alive. You'd never take a metro bike on rutted out trails like this, but the RadMini's wide tires lap this stuff up. And the bike rides just as well on grass or light gravel as it does on asphalt, meaning you can get creative with your shortcuts. Of course, you can't go too nuts, this isn't a mountain bike and it doesn't have rear suspension. But we're also talking about a $1,499 e-bike here, so for the price, you're getting some seriously diverse riding potential combined with the power, range, and component suite to handle most of what you could throw at it. It's not going to be your downhill course bomber, but it is going to handle your urban or trail shenanigans just fine, something that not every e-bike can claim. And with its small yet not so small design, you get a compact e-bike that still offers big ol' fat tires that so many people seem to love. It's really just a great combination of so many different types of bikes all in one. It's a fat tire bike, it's a folder, it's got suspension, it's got mounting points for tons of utility accessories, almost making it into a small cargo bike. It's a Swiss Army knife of e-bikes at a pretty darn fair price, if you ask me. And you know what? You did ask me. This is my review and that's what I think. I've ridden fancier folding e-bikes and I've ridden more capable fat tire e-bikes, but I'm not sure I've ridden an e-bike that combines the best of both worlds as well as this one does for a price like this. And that's what I love about the RadMini.
Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the RadMini from Rad Power Bikes. If you did like the review, why don't you give it a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.